Hello everyone, welcome back to Best T-shirt Designs. So in this video I am going to show you how to upload your designs for Creative Fabrica, and for doing that I am going to make a new design and then I will show you how to prepare the files and how to upload it to Creative Fabrica. So to start with, I am using this image as you can see here, and this is just a regular image, and if I just remove the background, this is how it will be. You can learn this from a previous video, but for this image we need to make some changes to this one as you can see here. So this area, this is making another leg of the chicken and I don't want it, so maybe I can just remove it from here and then I can bring this one here and then replace it. So to do that, first of all is we can use our pen tool. So I'm going to make a selection from here just like this. I'm going to stay inside the black area of the design, and then that is good. I will make it here. I am pressing Alt, then I can remove this anchor point and then I can bring it in this side. Then I can press space bar to move it like this, and once I am satisfied I will just close this path here, so something like this. Then click on this icon, it is showing that a small circle icon there, that means this was the starting point. So if I click here, it is going to complete that path. Then go to this selection, then click OK. So that is going to make a selection for us as you can see. And if I go to this layer here and with my brush tool in black color, okay, so I have dissolved. So now we can erase it like this. So as you can see, this is how we can fix any area that we want in our design. So that is good. Maybe we can remove this part of the design, or we can, let's say I want to copy this one. So for copying it, first step is we need to rasterize this layer, then again right click to apply this layer, so that will become a PNG image. So with a PNG image we can simply, this time I am using my lasso selection tool to make a selection like this. Then I am going to press shift to add into this selection, and this is how it is going to be. So something like this. Now once the full area is inside my selection, I can simply Ctrl C to copy it, then Ctrl V to paste it. So Ctrl V is going to paste it as a different layer as you can see. So this is my original layer. So if I press Ctrl T, that will give me this transform tool option. Then once it is activated, right click to flip horizontally, so then you can flip it like this. So as you can see, this is how it is going to be. So in this case I will place it somewhere like this, that is fine. Maybe I can move it like this in this way, and once I am satisfied with the position, I am going to press Ctrl and click on this thumbnail. That is going to, as you can see, make a selection of that of the original layer. So I want this to be in the background of the original turkey image here. So then I can select my eraser tool to erase these parts. So as you can see, this is really easy, and that's how my turkey will be on top of that graphic. So this was something I wanted to show you guys. So once you are satisfied with your selection, with your graphic, you can simply export it as however you want, PNG, JPG, doesn't matter. And once you are done, you can use your Illustrator. So this is another 4500 to 5400 artboard. So this is my image here, and as you can see, this is how it is looking. So this one is kind of in a layer style color. So in that case we can trace it like in 6 color maybe, or let's see how that works. So something like this, that is good. Maybe I will just make it 16 color for now, because these corns are not being yellow. Okay, and this is fine. So I am happy with this one. Expand it. Now click on this trim icon, and once it is going to be trimmed, I am going to make it smaller and then bring it here. So from here I can delete that white part. So I can select any white from the design, go to select same and then fill color. That is going to select everything that is in white in my design. So nothing is going to be a problem for me because it is not selecting anything inside that design color. So let's delete it. And if you want, you can make some adjustments like for these areas, something like that. So this is looking good. This is good for me. I am going to add my text here. So this is just to show you. So in this one I am not going to use too many text, maybe I will use something like Happy Thanksgiving. So happy I am going to make it. Okay, so for this design I am going to make it like this one. I will use a straight font, and then Thanksgiving I will make it in a script font. So for this one, let's use a font like, okay, not sure, let's use this one. So this is looking good. For this Thanksgiving I am going to use a script font. So yeah, this one is looking good. I'm just making a rough design so that I can show you how to upload it. Now this is how it is looking right now. For this text part we can maybe do some modifications here. Like this is how it is looking. I can now simply break them, align them in the center. So this is the center position of the design, but this is not really looking center and it is overlapping with one another. So here I am going to make a offset path. So go to object path and offset path, then cut it, select this happy text, open transparency, press Ctrl F here. So that is going to give us that cutout effect from here. And this is, I am making it in this way because that is something I need to show you, and I will show that in the end of the video. So let's see Happy Thanksgiving like this. Let's make it like this, and I am just going to keep it something like this. So this is how it is going to be. Maybe if you want, you can use different design elements. So so as you can see in our this design we used this pumpkin here, so maybe we can use that pumpkin again. So I have it somewhere. So this is the original pumpkin. So as you can see, this is the benefit of using transparency instead of erasing it. So now I need it, so I can simply go to transparency, remove all the parts that I erased from it, then I have my graphic. So I can now use it for my other designs. So I am going to place it in this way. Okay, not like two, maybe just one pumpkin will work. So something like in this area, that is good. So it was for Halloween, that's why we cannot use the other elements from here. Maybe I'll use one of the stars from here, and that is fine. So now I need to make sure that it is matching with the rest of the graphic. So I am selecting this color, and then I am selecting this, then maybe for this green color. Okay, so I need to zoom in here, I need to make it this color. So in that way it is going to match with the rest of the graphics. So as you can see, there are some other colors. So if you want, I am going to put that shading here. So Ctrl C, Ctrl F, that means copy paste in front, then I am going to paste in front again. So now I have actually three shapes here. So one is the original one and the two is just created. So okay, so let's make it easier for you to understand. This is the original shape. I am going to Ctrl C to copy it. Now I am going to press Ctrl F 2 times. That will give me two version of this shape. I am going to bring on here. Then I am going to select this one. With this to selected, I am going to click on this minus front, and that is going to erase some part of it. Now I can simply choose this kind of darker shade of for that area. So again for here, Ctrl C, Ctrl F 2 times, then bring it like this maybe, then select this to minus front, then click on this icon. So that is how you can add the shadings in your design if you want. So that was just to show you. Now I am going to send that one. So maybe this one is having some dark black colors, and I am going to use it this kind of colors. So that is good. Now I am going to send it in the background. So arrange, send to back. Okay, so for this design I don't want it to look like that scary pumpkin look, as you can see. So maybe I will just move it here, but it is still the eye is visible. So how to fix that? I am going to select this one, or maybe I can select this shape, and from here I am going to just erase this part of the design. I don't want it to be visible, so maybe I will make it smaller in size to erase this part of it. I am using mouse, so it is going to be a bit messy, but that will work. Anyway, once done, I am going to select this one, then merge and unite. So merge unite is not working because it is cut in this area. So just take your pencil tool, make a shape like this, then send this one to the back. So as you can see, this is how it is looking, and in this way you can make it look like this. So I am happy with that one. So let's try to use some colors, maybe this one, and then I will use something like a green here, maybe not that green, this green maybe. So this is how it is looking. And for this graphic we have some, okay, let's make it a group. So we have some black borders to it. So for this one we can do the same, maybe a bit, okay, that much is fine. Let's unite it. I'm going to make it this color again, then cut it. Now I am going to select these shapes and press Ctrl B here. So this is how it is looking. And if I want to use this one, I can use it somewhere like this, just to make it look like something similar. I am going to make it this color, maybe this color. So I am ready with my design. So this was just to show you how you can create your design, but so I will make different videos explaining what kind of designs we can create, but this one I am just making a file to show you how to upload on Creative Fabrica. So the thing here is we have our design ready, now we can upload it. But for uploading a design to Creative Fabrica, we need to understand in Creative Fabrica we can offer different types of files. That means we uploaded EPS and JPG for our FreePic, Shutterstock, Adobe Stock and other marketplaces, but for Creative Fabrica we can upload, like we can give SVG files also. So for creating a SVG file, that's why actually I created this design. So to create SVG file we need to make sure that there is no effect on this design. So if we select this one, and if we select everything from here, and we can go to object and then expand, if there is anything applied to this design, any effect applied to this design. So let me say, if we take a text and we apply something from here, arc lower or arc upper, so that's an effect. Any effect we apply to our text or our graphics, we need to expand it. So that is one option. Second option is if you use transparency. Let's say I use transparency for this design, for this area, so I need to remove that. So how to remove it? If I select this happy text, you will be able to see that text inside the transparency, the offset path inside the transparency. Here I am going to cut it. Now come here and then again select this shape and then press Ctrl F. Ctrl F is going to, okay, let's do it in a different way. So do not select anything, just press Ctrl F here and try to change the color so that you can see. So as you can see now it is in yellow. I am going to unite it. So this united yellow shape is the shape that we placed inside the transparency. Now selecting this one, this yellow shape, and then select this happy text or whatever text you are using, graphics you are using, then click on this trim option. So trim is going to trim out everything, and then I am going to select my magic wand tool to select this yellow and delete it. So as you can see, that is going to give us this transparency effect without using that transparency. So you can use this only if you want to create a SVG file for your design. Otherwise you can simply upload a design using transparency, that's fine. But SVG files cannot contain transparency effect. So I hope it was clear. So once you are satisfied with your design, once everything is done, you don't have any kind of effect applied, you don't have transparency in your design, and you don't have anything locked in your design, that is also important to check. Once it is done, I am going to prepare the files. So I am going to make it a group, and for this one I am going to make it bigger like this, that is good. Now I am going to create a rectangle here. I am going to use that same 4500 into 5400. Sorry, that was not how it should be. Yeah, so 4500 into 5400, and I am going to make it this color. Then I will bring it, send it back. Now align with the artboard, and as you can see, this is how our design is looking right now, and I am happy with it. So I am going to upload it to Creative Fabrica. So to start uploading your files, the process will be same. We need to prepare our files. To start making the files, go to File, Save As, and then go to the folder where you want to save it. So let's name it. Now here we need to input our keywords. So Happy Thanksgiving. You can use t-shirt design, or you can use like graphic design, turkey graphic design, vector art, or any kind of keyword you want to include here, you can do that, but this is not going to be the full title anyway. Just put something like this, copy this. Now the process is same. Make it EPS file, also make it EPS 10, that is the required option. Now click on this OK. So it is going to save it as an EPS file. I am going to export it as JPG files, and this is how it is going to be. Then again I am going to turn off this layer, and then I am going to export it as a PNG. So the file processing is actually same. You should have 3 files: EPS, JPG and PNG. So for Creative Fabrica we need to create some additional files. The additional files will be, we need to create 3 different image files to upload, like for the preview of the design. And for doing that you can use AI. So I am using Leonardo AI. I am using this model, a female model wearing a blank black t-shirt. So I am using blank, otherwise it can give like some text on the t-shirt. Wearing nothing written on the t-shirt, standing in a Thanksgiving background, cinematic background. So I am using Thanksgiving background. That is because I am making this design for Thanksgiving, but it will not be possible to create a different mockup for each design you are designing. You can use it only if you are like making 100 designs for Thanksgiving, then you can make a Thanksgiving related mockup. So I am going to use this one, this model. I am going to use it, and then I will use something like this model or this one. So these, I only need 3 images, so I can use 3 model, any 3 I want. And of course there is one more thing. I am using this realistic Kino model, and that preset that will give you a image, that will give you images like this. Also I am using a Twitter 4:3 size. That is because we need some landscape images, not portrait. So once you have your images ready, you need to go to Photoshop. So in Photoshop you can create a document. So this one I am going to create like, let's say 3200 into 2100. The resolution we can use like 150. We don't need to create 300 dpi, and I am going selecting this resolution, that is landscape, create. So this is the image size you should make. Now for starting the design process, you need to bring the models here, bring the images here. So this is going to be my first image. I am going to upload it here. I'm going to bring it here, and I want the t-shirt to be visible as much as possible. Nothing else is important to me. So here I am going to keep it like this. Then I am going to bring my original design. So this is how it is looking. I am going to make it smaller and place it somewhere like this, just to make it clear. Also you can make it like this. You can place the model in the side, then you can place the design on top of her. Then for this side you can create, like, let's say you can create a layer. Then you can take your brush tool, make it a bit bigger in size, then brush with the black color. So to create something like this, an effect like this, and here you can simply select this one and then press Alt to drag it, then place it like this. So this is how you can make your preview images. So as you can see, it will give the complete view of the design. Also it will give us the view how it will look on a printed t-shirt. But this is looking like a very bright design on a t-shirt. We need to fix that. So for fixing that, select that one, go to this effect panel, then blending options. From here you can change this one, but for changing it you need to press Alt and then click here. That is going to give us a little bit blend with the t-shirt, as you can see. So something like this will work for me. But if you do not press Alt, that will make it like this. So it is important, press Alt, bring this slider like this, maybe bring this one too, maybe bring this one little bit. Just play with it and see which one works best. So I think that is fine. Also that is one way you can select it, then you can maybe turn down the opacity a little bit, and this is how it is going to be. So this is going to be the first image. I am going to export it, then I am going to save it as, let's say, okay, so I'm going to name it 1. Now I have it ready like this. Now you can save this as a PSD file named as mockup, so that will give you this mockup. So you can simply open this one and then you can replace everything from here. So for the second image, I am going to select this one, right click, replace content, then maybe I will use this one. So I am going to use this model now. I am going to make it a little bit bigger. I want just the t-shirt. Then for this one, I am going to replace it. Maybe I will rotate it a bit, something like this. So as you can see, this is how it is looking. That is fine. I am going to export it as second image. Then again replace. I am going to replace it with this model now. And for here, this one I am going to just simply make it like this. So as you can see, I have my 3 images ready, and then I am going to name it 3. So the thing here is, if I save it like this, then I can simply come to this file, and then anytime I want to replace it, I can replace it with any design I want. So let's say I want to replace it with my previous design, this one, I can do that. Just I need to press Ctrl T to activate this transform tool, replace it where it is suitable, then maybe do some modifications to see where it looks the best, something like this, and then it is going to be editable forever. So you can change your designs whenever you are working with whichever designs. So this is how you can simply create 3 images. Now to upload them on Creative Fabrica, simply you need to go to your Creative Fabrica dashboard. This is how it is going to look. You need to click on this add new graphic option here. That is going to give us a page like this. So here, first of all, is you need to put your product name. So I'm going to copy this one. This is the product name, paste it here. So we cannot paste a long title, so something like this will work, roasted turkey. And then for category, let's type t-shirt. So t-shirt designs, that is good. For price, you can give it anything you like. Let's say I'm going to give it a $2 as the price, because this is not something exclusive that I will sell for $10 to $20 per design. It can be sold like 100 times, it can be sold 1000 times. So, and also if I run any promotion or discount on my store, let's say I am running a 50% off in my store, that will make it $1 to download. But you need to understand one thing here, that is, if anyone is buying your design, then you will get it as $2. But if anyone is downloading it from their Creative Fabrica subscription, then you are not going to get the $2 price. You will get some commissions from your download. So that's how it works. So that is the option here. For the description, you can ask for ChatGPT, give me a description for my Creative Fabric listing. It's about a Thanksgiving t-shirt. Include the keywords like Thanksgiving shirt, design, graphic, turkey, etc. So that is good. Now this is the description. You can put it here and you can save it, because whenever you are going to make a Thanksgiving t-shirt, you can use this same description. You can use this. Also there are some other elements we can add here. Let's say what's included. Now here you can type in whatever you want to give. Let's say EPS, let's say editable EPS file, DPI PNG, I can say JPG, preview. If you are giving an SVG, okay, so I didn't create the SVG file, I wanted to, so you can simply come to Illustrator. So for making the SVG file, you can just simply save it as an SVG file from here, then that is fine. So that is going to give us the SVG, but to check it if it is going to be a perfect SVG or not, you need to open it, and I have Inkscape software. Inkscape is going to show me if it is working perfectly as a SVG file. So as you can see, this is how your client will see it. They can change the colors if they want, something like this. So that is why I am providing a SVG. So if they do not have Illustrator or Photoshop, they can use it. They can modify this design using Inkscape. So that is why SVG. Anyway, so SVG is fine. Now we need to say editable SVG. Let's cut it, and then here I'm going to add one more thing, that is if I can now give this mockups, like these 3 mockups I can give them to our clients, because then they can use it for like promotion or advertising on their social media. So that's why if you want, you can give them the mockups, and if you are giving them, you can type it here, mockups are included. But if you are not giving the mockups, then it is important to type it like this, mockups are not included. Otherwise, when you will upload them here, they will see the mockups and they will download it, but they won't find the mockups. Then they will feel like they were not getting all the files they need. So that's why it is important, if you are giving the mockups, write it down. If you are not giving them, also write that down. So something like this, that is pretty okay. So for the tags here, we can use a website, that is keywordtool.io. I will put the link in the description. Thanksgiving t-shirt. So for here you can choose different platforms like Google, Amazon, eBay, or any other platform you want, but Google option here. Then if I search it like this, it is going to verify somehow anyway. So it is going to give me some t-shirts. So Thanksgiving t-shirt, Thanksgiving, then Charlie Brown, not Charlie Brown, funny, men's, women's, family Thanksgiving, friend Thanksgiving. You can select anything, any tag that you think is relevant. You can choose that, and once you are selected some tags, you can go to here, then click on copy. So that is going to give you some tags like this. I am going to just copy them. Also, you will need to put a comma after each line, that will separate the tags. So this is how it is. Copy it. Now here just paste them and press enter. That is going to give us all the tags. So as you can see, it is still showing a cross mark. That means we need to fill all the requirements. You can simply upload one image here and upload your design, but the requirement is for 3 images. That's why we need to make sure that we're uploading 3 images. That will give us better results from here. So here, go to this option here. Now whichever image you are going to select, upload first, that is going to become the preview. So let's say I will make this one. So 1 is the preview, then I will choose the 3 and 2. That is fine. So these are all the images I have. Now for the files, I need to make them. So I am going to give them the mockups. So I am selecting them. I will give the PNG, the JPG, the EPS, and the SVG. So select everything that you want to give. Right click, send to compress zip folder. So this is our final files. Now come to here, then select this one, this zip folder, and that is good. So you are set with everything. Now for this areas, you need to choose, select everything. Like you can see that you are giving permission to make it a freebie design. If it appears as a freebie design, you will receive a $20 from it. It will be free for 1 week or 1 month, something like that. So you can select all the options here, then click on this icon, then submit. So once everything is done, title, category, price, description, tags, you can click on the submit, and that is going to submit your design to Creative Fabrica. So guys, this is how you can upload your designs to Creative Fabrica, and I will make another video where I will explain what type of designs we can work with, how to select a better niche, how to work on different microstock websites. But this one was just to show you how to upload your designs to Creative Fabrica. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. I will try to answer your questions. And for the first time, it can take some time for your designs to appear on your store, but once they will review it, they will approve it, and your design will be published to your store. So that's it for today's video, guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. So thank you for watching. See you in the next one, guys. Have a great time.